Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wednesday Call Live. Now, let's hear from our host, Andy Albright.
where I could see the building. From when I pulled in the driveway, I could see the building, see who's coming in and out. And then I let my agents, I was there so often, I let my agents use it. Let's just call it $600 a month. Well, if you're there 6 nights, that's $600. If your hotel room costs $100 a night, that's 6 nights. You with me? You let people come in and out. You're crazy, Albright. You're that fanatical over leads. Dude, I'm a lead junkie. I love leads. Back in the day, that was the favorite thing I thought about the companies having leads. Now I think the ARC's the best thing.
That's right.
But I thought the leads worked. We didn't let nobody buy leads except our company, Jake. We wouldn't let nobody do it because we thought all the other companies sucked. Well, now I let you find out by using them. We just had somebody bought it from some company call back. I bought $600 leads and they were terrible. And then the upline called him and he said, "No, she's right. They are terrible." We was like, "Well, got good news. It ain't us. It's another company. It's another partner. It's another distributor. It's not us. Ain't nobody gonna tell you our direct mail leads suck. They ain't no way. I will call them myself."
Facts.
Those facts.
Facts.
You hear what I'm saying? All right. So, knowing where the leads are and hiring people there. Now, the company I joined was a terrible lead management company. They would produce leads in all kinds of places where nobody was, and then they'd get old, they have dust on them. And I know what the country music says. Might be some dust in the bottle, but there's some juice in the glass. Well, that's true, because I don't care how dusty and old the leads are, there's still some juice in there. But I want it fresh popping from a brand new people. I want it easier for them. By the way, Jake, the more places you're recruiting, the more bases you bought leads, the more leads you have in inventory so you can recruit more.
That's right.
Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so what do I do when I come there if I'm in the office once a month? Everybody that's blew up like that have come to the office. And you see, they got zero income, they come to the office. They get a little bit more, they come to the office. Then all of a sudden they make $100,000, they come into the office. You get them up $200,000, they know everything. They don't need to come to the office no more because they're making $200,000. Because they're not trying to make $200,000 a month. They're trying to make more than their granny and their mama. And you know what I'm saying? Like people get satisfied.
They don't want to keep going on.
They don't want to keep going on. They say they do, but they quit paying the price. Well, I already know, Cat. I know where the leads are. I know everything. Things change all the time. It's a dynamic world out there. Okay? So when you get here, Jake, find out where the leads are and get to know the lead people. Why is that important? And we can tell you this person's doing this recruiting, it's work. This person's doing this. This person's doing this. Remember the baboons screaming, "Where's the berries? Where's the danger? Where's the strawberries? Where's the sinkholes? Where's the lions?" So we're screaming about it because we get to see the whole country. And then whenever you come up in a tree with us, we can point and show you what's going on. Okay, so leads. Now, but Andy, what if I hire a person in Bangkok, Maine? I don't care. If they're a leader, you just talk to them about traveling. And here's a good question. If you're dealing with a person and you know there's not any leads where they are, let's say you're in a place where all the leads are premium. Let's say all the leads in this area cost a fortune because of the area they're in. I don't want to hire nobody there. Well, I'm not crazy about it, but let's say I hire a great person in a place that the leads are terrible, meaning they're extremely expensive. Or let's say they're somewhere where there's no people. Like let's say you hired somebody in the middle of the national forest. There's no leads there. Why? Because there's no people there. There's animals, and it's green on the map. There's a lot of grass, a lot of water, trees. There's no people. It's a national forest. Well, I don't want to hire nobody there. I would tell them, I say, "Now listen, I see you're at the national forest and you want to make 6 figures. Let me ask you this. If I paid you $362,000 a year, would you travel 3 nights a week?" And if they say no, for $362,000, I'm not leaving my house. I go, "How about $462,000? Would you travel 3 nights a week?" They go, "For $400, I would travel." Okay, here's what we're going to do. You're going to travel 3 nights. I'm going to show you how to make $467,000. Now, if they say, "I ain't going to travel, I don't give me $1 billion. You know what I tell them? I tell them get a job in the national forest as a ranger as a raker, as a pine cone picker upper, a poop slooper upper. You need to cull the deer. You need to be a goat herder, because you need to get you a job in the national forest, because you ain't willing to travel and sell insurance. Because you said, well, couldn't he do remote over, remote national forest? I don't know. You think he knows how to use a computer? He lives in a national forest. He don't travel. He don't like people. You see what I'm saying? Maybe he could. I might let him try, but I wouldn't be inclined to spend like $1,000 on him and let him lose all my money. I got 6 more people to interview. Might as well interview another one and come back. So I'd have to be, how they say it? I'd have to be hard up. I'd have to be in a bad situation to be desperate for that guy. I ain't recruited nobody in 6 months. I got this guy on the national forest that wants to sell on Zoom. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's the right word. You know what I'm saying? You got my intent.
No, yeah.
Desperate. He's desperate. Yeah. If I was that desperate, I might hire him. You see?
Jake's just making some sense to you, or is it just me?
No, I'm tracking. I'm tracking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tracking.
Would you like to elaborate on it? Restate it? Put your twist on it from your angle, from where you're set in your higher perch?
I like how you expand. I feel like people think so small-minded, and I like how you expand. You know, I don't want to travel. Okay, well, if you want to make this much, are you willing to travel?
Who wants to stay contracted? Expansion's the way to go. See the world.
Yeah.
At least outside of Tennessee.
Yes. Get in people's houses. See what they're living like. See what's going on. Travel a little bit. See some different trees.
Yeah. How'd you like being on Criminal Minds? You're trying to solve a mystery. You don't even go where the crime is.
Staying at home.
I'm gonna try to solve this mystery on the Zoom.
From home.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. You gotta get up. You gotta go out in the world. It's 2023.
I know, right?
I don't think people know. I think it's what it is.
Ding, ding, gonna be 2024 before you know it. Okay. Oh, I know what I asked you, Kat. Harris County is good. We can produce a lot of leads there. Any other counties off the top of your mind that you know that we could go to and recruit, because we could produce a lot of leads there? Oh, she didn't got a daggum computer out.
Yes.
Facts.
All right. So we're looking at Denver, Colorado.
We cannot produce a lot of leads in Denver, Colorado. There's no way.
Denver County, baby.
Denver
Yes.
County.
Yeah.
Is that Denver,
Denver.
Colorado?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I ain't never known people in Denver that would fill out a piece of paper, because they tree huggers up there. They hate. I'm surprised. I'm serious about that. I have never heard that it was good.
Look, I'm just
You
saying
can
facts.
Yeah, I mean,
El Paso.
I work
Texas.
here.
Hold on a second. Is Denver County is that where Marcus Richardson lives?
Mhm.
He don't take every lead that's available already.
We can make them in Denver
He
County.
tries.
He tries.
He tries. I don't know if he takes them all. You might need to get on that.
Well, if he takes them all, there ain't none available. You see
Well,
what
he
I'm
gets them
saying?
to his team. He's working on it.
You trying to be nice when you need to be mean.
Oh, don't worry. That's behind
You
doors.
just said that there's a lot of leads available up there. That means he don't take them all.
Well, we can produce a lot.
You can produce. Oh, so he's taking what little bit we produce.
Exactly.
I am seriously shocked. I've been doing this for 23 years, and I've always heard that people from Denver hated to fill out mail because it killed the trees. And so that's what I
I
heard.
didn't know that. I didn't know they were tree huggers.
Well, I know they
something you
didn't
did.
like to fill out paper. They threw it in the trash and got mad about it. Sometimes they send it back and cussed us out. Okay. All right. So Denver County, Colorado, apparently.
El
Who knew?
Texas.
El Paso tax. Serious?
El
What, is that the county, El Paso?
Yes.
Yeah. And this is where we can make leads.
Make leads. Yes.
Easily.
Yes.
This is where you want to recruit.
So if I had resumes, if I had a list of 10,000 resumes, I'd pay somebody to sort through that. I go find everybody in El Paso County. I ain't kidding you. Where else?
Fort Myers, Florida.
Oh, do this. Google this. Google how many counties are in the United States of America. Where, Florida? We can produce leads somewhere in Florida.
Yes.
Where?
Fort Myers. There's a lot of places in Florida, but Fort Myers is one.
I thought we already had Florida maxed out that everybody was buying every lead.
Some counties,
Huh?
yes.
3,143.
3,100. I'm gonna write that down. 3,143 counties. 3,143 counties in America. I'm gonna write it better. 3,000, 143. 3,143. Guess how many counties we ordered leads out of last year? Guess how many counties we ordered leads out of, Jake, last year? Out of 3,143. Guess how many counties? Guess, pick a number between 1 and 3,143.
Let's go 62.
62 counties. Do you think that we're that little? That we only do 60 counties?
I know we got a lot of people in. So let's go.
I was thinking
100.
3,120.
Oh, damn.
You was thinking 62, and I was thinking 3,120. How many you guess, Archie, out of 3,143? 2,900. How many you guess, Anna? You think 2,500. Jake, are you sticking with 64? You might be right. But I know the answer.
You know the answer. Let's go.
Yeah.
County.
Spencer, what do you think?
350.
What do you think? Spencer, how many counties? 3,143. What do you think? Spencer's pretty smart. He went to NC State.
Yeah.
I've been training him. 29.99, he says. Sounds like price. It sounds like a Price is Right answer. He's like, I can't be too high, but I don't want to be too low.
Let's go.
What's your name? Was Scarface? Huh? What? Spell it for me. I-M. I-A-N. Huh? Oh, my cousin Jane Albright recommended. I love Jane. You know, she's same name as my wife. My wife's name, Jane Albright. You Google Jane Albright, you're going to pull up Jane Albright that you know and my wife. That's cool. It is what it is. It's nothing. I'm just talking like my mama right now, which is crazy. Ian, you understand what I'm saying? Like let me ask you this. You in North Carolina? You might not know this question either. This is a more definitive question. Do you know how many counties? First of all, you know what county you live? Let's put pressure on you. You know what county you live in? I don't know. I live in Burlington. Do you know what county you live in? Alamance. Name another county in North Carolina. Yeah, Boone County, Caswell County, Orange County, Person County. Guess how many counties there are in America and in North Carolina? 34 is what he says. So there's 3,143. So if it was up to me, I'd divide 3,143 by 50. That's what I would do. I'd say 3,143 divided by 3,143 divided by 50. That'd be 62. So I'd guess 62. But then I think North Carolina is a little bit bigger than some states. So I might go 70. That's what I would guess. Because you got to think about New Hampshire and Massachusetts and all that little bitty, right? Okay, the correct answer is there's 100. I just know because I've been around and, I'm old. So there's 100 counties. So if we had every county in North Carolina we were getting leads out of, which you think we would because we got insurance agents. So we send these direct mail, Ian. We send these people that bought houses and are over 60. So they fill it out. Have you seen one of these? I'm going to say these are very important because how we get rich. And well, some of us richer. You would be getting rich. I'd be getting richer. You see what I'm saying? Spencer, he's getting richer. He's kind of getting rich. But so we mail these letters out. You tracking, Anna? Okay. So you would think that we do it. I would think at least 100 because we live in North Carolina. The company's here. All right. So you said 289. How many counties you think we already use in America for counties to get leads already, Ian? 27. I would think 2,700. What do you think? You said 20. What do you think? All right. I have a spreadsheet right here, and I'll see how fast. I already know the answer, but I'm going to show you what it is. God, I got a lot of stuff. Leads, pricing. Yeah, this is it right here. Hurry up. All right, here we go. Read that number right there with your mic and read it loud. You, Kat.
Really don't want to.
I know.
350.
Out of 3,143 counties, Jake, we only got leads in 350 because we don't mail in the other 27. You think there's enough opportunity left for me? I don't know. If you're going to sit right there in your little trailer park, I don't know if you're going to be able to get, you know what I'm saying? I live in the metropolis of Minnesota. That's a state, first of all. Or do you live in the Twin City or the other Twin City? You know, where do you live? I live in Mebane, North Carolina. I live in Greensboro. I look like there ought to be enough business in Green. You know, like what kind of a small-minded thinking is it? You with me? 350, Spencer. You want to see it? Here's where it is right here. Now, in half of those counties, the leads are very, very cheap. In the other half of those counties, they're very expensive. So out of the other 3,143 places, think about the non-competition. We got this one girl, she's always complaining about people running behind her. But yet she runs in a place that everybody else runs. What the heck? You understand the concept here, Jake? Does that get you excited, Jake, that we're only at 350? Thank God we're more than 64 out of 3,143. That's my friend Jake. That's my friend Jake right there. I love him. He's pessimistic sometimes. Sorry, Jake. I love you, man. You know I love you. No, I love you.
I love you.
You want to justify your 64 and explain to us why you picked that number?
Oh.
No.
I'll just stick with it. Sounded stupid.
You know you ain't stupid. But it's
I know.
350 is how many different counties we mailed. Now,
yeah, we got a lot to go.
I could do some stats and tell you how many leads. One of the counties, 10 leads last year, and then one of the counties, 10,000. In other words, one county is where we try to produce the most, and then one county is where we don't try. And then there's zeros in the over close to 3,000 different places. Okay, this you gonna nail this one, Jake. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna toss. Here comes softball. Okay, what did you get? How did you make adjustments after seeing me recruit video, where I'm trying to recruit, retain, and attract super talented people?
Oh, yeah, the adjustments I made. One, I just did more, right? You said where people go wrong is they get tired, they get burnt out, and they said, I'm not finding good people. And it's like if you talk to enough, you'll find at least one or two, right? So increasing the activity of how many people we were talking to in a week was a no-brainer, seeing what you could complete in a couple hours. And no one wants to, we have to separate ourselves. What's different from all these other companies? I mean, someone talks to you and they're like, oh shit, never talked to anyone like this before. Like I was talking to you the other night and you said Adam Katz was talking to someone that apparently had a conversation with you. They're like, he seems extremely confident. You're like, yeah, like that's what we need to be doing. So being bolder and being crazier and making sure that we're sticking out. And it could go one of two ways. Like it could go bad or it could go extremely well. Like I've noticed now people are hanging up on me. And now I started telling them, I said, hey, if this isn't something you want to do, at least tell me you're going to hang up, because I don't know if the call dropped and then I try calling you back and then I feel dumb. I'm like, oh, well, they just hung up on me. Go to the next one. And then people I like, I just started FaceTime them. I said, hey, if you're crazy enough, you'll answer my FaceTime. And I've done a couple. We had she should be on here right now, Kadira. I FaceTimed her. It was like 8:00 here, so it was like 10 or 10:30 Eastern, and she was getting ready to go to bed, and she called me back, and we FaceTimed, and then she went out and met Andy Riddle. So I was like, I'm glad I did that, because she saw I didn't have shifty eyes, those crazy eyes that go all over the place. I know who I'm talking to now. They don't have those. It's more fun too. It's way more fun doing it that way. More action.
Yeah, more entertaining.
Yeah.
See,
Oh, I saw tattoos. I FaceTimed someone yesterday and they had tattoos all. She said she was a tattoo artist. I said, "Can you FaceTime? Let me see them." And she was showing me her tattoos and the ones that she did herself. And I was like, "Oh, cool. What does that one mean? What does that one mean?" And hopefully she likes me more now. I mean, that was the plan.
No. She do. She do. Facts. Good job.
Facts.
All right. All right, Ian, here's what I promised. The secret to maximize your recruiting potential. 2 things: personality and leads. Interesting and interested. The people that filled out these leads are interested. You're interesting. You know what makes you, hey, this is a trick question. So maybe I should ask Clay instead of you because I hammered you. What makes you an interesting person, Clay? If people are interested in you, why are they interested?
And how interested in them I am.
See how he knows the answer, Jake? I didn't prep him.
It's in a book.
It is in a book, and I beat him up, and he's been screamed at, made fun of, and laughed at previously because he didn't know the answer. See, here, I expect what I inspect, Jake. I don't just expect my staff to know stuff. Like you come in my office and you introduce yourself to AP or Archie or Amir or Anna, they're going to stand up and come over and shake hands with you and enunciate their name and say, "Nice to meet you." They're not going to sit there. You with me? Like I have a high, here's what we going to do. So like, watch this, Jake. So you want me to meet one of your people, and I meet one of your people and I start asking them questions, and you're like, "Well, I didn't know you was going to ask them all them questions and embarrass them." I go, "I wasn't trying to embarrass them. Just want to know if they had a copy of my book." Well, I've only known them 2 weeks. You see what I'm saying, Jake? Like my staff's been here. It's been here 2 weeks now, or a week and a half. I expect more immediately. This is the same thing with new recruits, but more so with people that we're paying because they've got guaranteed money coming in. There's no commission deal.
Right.
All right. So how to maximize recruiting, how to get a bang for your dollar. How about this, Jake? Have you noticed while I'm doing, like while I'm recruiting, like while I'm working. It's not a lot of piddling around, is it?
Mm-mm. Well, no, I mean, right now you're teaching the country about the expectations and inspecting them, but you're also talking to your staff. I know you got people, I can't see them, but there's people on the other side of the camera. So
I don't know if I can. I don't know if this is easy, but yeah. Yeah, see there?
yeah, I knew. Yeah, there's a whole crowd there.
A whole town.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a whole setup right there. Big setup. Right. Yeah. Right. Because I'm trying to get stuff done while I'm trying to get stuff done. And the other thing, Jake, is I had names jammed up. Because here's what I can't afford to do, Jake. I can't afford to waste time.
Right.
So, Kat, I don't need you talking to agents that are, what do you call it? What do you call it when they shop at the car? Kicking tires.
Tire kicker.
We do not need tire kickers. Say, you going to poopy or are you going to get off the pot? You going to cut fish or you going to bait them? You with me? Whatever the word saying is.
Yeah.
You going to kick a tire or you going to buy a car? Because I ain't got all day. We selling leads. Have you noticed I'm a little bit like that when I'm talking to them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we getting ready to do something, we ain't going to do something.
Yeah. Yeah. That was like that guy that was asking all the questions. I had a guy that was doing that, and we kept having follow-up calls, and it was just more questions. And I was just like, just call me when you're ready to go. And let's go from there.
Hey,
Like,
how about this?
I don't have time.
How about you go shop everywhere else until you're tired of shopping? When you get ready to buy something, come to my house.
Yeah.
God. Okay. How to maximize recruiting. Find out where leads are. She says Denver County. If I'm Marcus Richardson and it's in my backyard, I'm turning in GMRs to take everybody's lead because I don't want somebody to come in there and start getting leads in my backyard. Okay. All right. I got a question for you, Jake. And this is the easy
I got an
one.
answer.
Don't mess this up. Is your wife close by that she could give you a signal if you if you don't feel good about?
I think it's delayed. Yeah, yeah, she's over there. Yeah.
All right, Berets available. Okay. All right, because you're gonna be like, this is a trick, and it's not a trick. If I could show you the counties in the country that I could produce leads for $26, right? Like I can produce them and I'll sell them to you for $26. If I could tell you every county in the country and I go like, look, I got 72 counties right here that I can produce them for $26. How about $20? Let's just go 20. All right. If I got 67 counties and I also got 97 counties that I could produce them for 30, would you be interested in knowing those counties, Jake? Look at that. We're listening. Here we go. If we
$30 ones?
If we had leads, if we had counties in America, okay, I've done the math here. All right. You see where I've did 3,143 minus 350? 2,793 counties that are available. I did other math there. 350 divided by 3,100. We're only using 11.13% of the counties available. 90% of the counties in America, we don't even try to mail in. I bet you've been working here going like, I bet we dominate America. We're in 2,700 counties, every county in America. I bet you that's what you've been thinking. I'm scared to recruit people because I don't think there's any opportunity. We're only in 10% of the country. The other 90% is wide open. So here's the question, Jake, you ready? If I could produce leads at $20 a piece in some counties, would you like to know the list of counties that I can produce them for $20 a piece?
Yeah.
I can see you studying.
Yeah.
Did you see him look up at Beret? And she went, yes. She was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. And he went, yes. What about if I told you the places, Jake? It's kind of the same question, Jake, so you should be good on this. But
yeah.
And if I told you counties that we could produce leads at $30, would you be interested in knowing that list of counties so that you could recruit some in those counties that we could produce leads at just $30?
Yes.
We're going to need a verbal.
Yes.
A big yes.
Yes.
Okay. How about this? How about if I told you that there were counties, leads are what? How much you normally pay for leads? 55, 46? What do you typically pay for?
They're 50. At ours, it's like 50 53 or 54, something like 53. That.
What if I told you places that we could get leads for $40 instead of 53? Would you be interested in those counties?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's a huge savings.
Yeah.
What if I told you there were counties that we could produce leads and these leads were $100 a piece? And you already had a list of the counties where they were $30 a piece. Which one would you try to recruit to? Probably the cheaper leads, where there are a lot of cheaper leads.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm not trying to lead the witness, Your Honor. Honestly, I'm asking. Let me ask you, Kat. I know you're not like a builder and a recruiter, but would you, if you was out buying leads, would you like to know where the cheap leads are?
100%.
Let me ask you this. What's the name brand perfume or shirts and clothing that you like? You like Victoria's Secret. Here we go. Okay. If I told you we could get the exact Victoria's Secret, it is in fact Victoria's Secret, got the tag on it. Everything is legit, but we could get them at 60% off. And all you had to do is go around the corner, not to mention across the state. But would you do it, the Victoria's Secret, for 60% off?
I'm running. What do you mean?
So you would want to know, like, let's say there's, I don't know, Google this for me, okay? Riddle me this, Riddler. How many Victoria's Secret stores are there in America? So we're going to figure out how many there are. Would you like to know the Victoria's Secret stores that sell you things at 60% off?
Yes.
How about 20% off?
Yes.
And 40% off?
Any 20% off.
What about if I told you the stores that just because of high demand, they just double the prices? Would you be fired up about those stores?
If it was the only thing around, but if I can go to the discounted ones
So
now,
if the expensive one was right next door, you might buy it.
I might.
You
But
might as well.
I might as well.
That's the answer. 837. Okay, listen to this. You know how hard we've been building this, Jake? We're only in 350 counties. These guys are in 800. Tell you what I'm gonna have to do. I'm washing my hands of this.
Get it out.
Oh. Okay. 800 stores. If we could show you 60 stores, 70 stores that we can sell it at 60% off, 40% off.
I'm there.
Jake, do you see if A is A and B is B, then C is C? You see the correlation here while we're doing this? So let me ask you again, Jake. If I could show you the counties that we can produce leads for 40% off, would you be interested?
Yes.
Pretty sure? And then would you recruit to those counties?
Yes.
Who says let's get a list? Marcus Richardson, we already told you Dallas, Denver, Denver, whatever it was.
Denver, El
County.
Paso, Fort Myers, Harris.
Give me some more that you're pretty sure we can save it. Wait a minute. Where's Preston?
Santa Fe, New Mexico, right
Where's
around your area.
Where's my smart guy?
Yeah,
It's
that's
one
an
of my
hour.
pivot tables. It's one of my
I got
pivot
someone in
tables
Santa
right here.
Fe.
It's one of my
Slide it
pivot
up.
tables. Preston, where's my pivot table? Tell me which counties, Preston. He's going to tell me. All right. Let me tell y'all what's coming. What I just talked about is coming. Have y'all ever heard of Black Friday sales?
Yeah.
We're going to have a Haley Albright birthday sale. My daughter's birthday is next Wednesday. I'm going to call it a Haley sale. We're going to have some of the craziest. He's getting ready to show me. Oh, he doesn't send it to me. Preston, he Johnny on the spot, bro. It'll load up. You just got to be patient. I'm not patient. Oh, he didn't put. Oh God, he didn't look what my staff done. Look how this is what I had to put up with. Genius. Look how genius this is. He's already sent me this, so I can know.
That's Christmas.
And he's on the way.
There you go.
Hey, you know what this looks like, Preston? Preston said, "Yeah, Christmas," because you said it's going to be a gift. So these are the places that we'll be able to do. Is the green ones cheap as everything?
Yes.
The green ones are cheap as everything. What's the color scheme? Green is cheap as everything.
The greener it is, the bigger the discount.
The greener it is, the bigger the discount.
The redder it is, the bigger the premium.
The redder it is, ooh, they're charging more. What about white?
That is the normal.
Give him the mic. Give him the mic.
That is the no change from the
No change. Price, a standard pricing.
standard price.
Standard pricing. No complaints. You buy from Victoria's Secret on standard price it anyway. All right. So let's see these counties. These counties. Morristown. Yeah. Erie. Denver. Dallas. Denver. Better. Dallas.
Denver snuck up in there.
Where's Denver in there?
Denver up in there.
Where's that? Keep going left.
See, it's that little green right up in there.
You
middle.
got to be kidding me.
I told you.
So Adams County, a little pinkish. El Paso County, Pueblo. What is this right here? San Juan. Oh my God.
That's your country.
Santa Fe.
Yeah.
Woo! Green. I'm estimating they're going to be 40% off, bro.
All right.
So think about that. Think about what's 40% off of a $50 lead. What, 20 bucks?
20, 20
Is
bucks.
that what it would be? What's
Yeah.
40%? What's 50 times 0.6? $30 to recruit there. You get the same amount of premium, the same amount of override, but more leads, nobody coming behind you. Okay, let's acknowledge something. The only thing I'm having trouble with, Preston, is seeing them. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't spread it out. Can you fix that where I can see them? All right. Preston's on it. Okay. That's brilliant.
That's just the 350.
Oh. He's only put the 350. So when we put the 3,125, it's going to light up like a rich person's Christmas tree. That's a poor person's. That's Charlie Brown Christmas tree right there. I was like, that's not as exciting as I thought it was going to be. So that's only 300. Look, that's only 350 counties. Yeah. And look how many we can produce great deals on. 350. Imagine when he puts 3,143 on there. Okay. I'm telling y'all, I'm working hard. I'm not doing it. I've got smarter people than me. Michael's working on it. Preston's working on it. Cindy. Okay. Let's acknowledge we had a major technology problem here. Okay. And we've not been able to access A1s, A2s, U1s, U2, DLP1s, A0s, RWs, R3s. I had alphabet soup nightmares trying to figure out how to find leads. I'm simplifying this thing down, Jake, where we're going to have 0-week-old leads, 8-week-old leads, 16. Follow the pattern here, Jake. 24, 32, 40, 48. You know what I'm doing? Can you tell what I'm doing, Kat? What I'm doing? What am I doing each time, Kat?
8 weeks.
Do you have a mic? You have to teach them everything. You have to stay right on the ass about everything. It's every 8 weeks. So 0 to 8, that's an A. 8 to 16, that's a B. Anytime Spencer Albright says, Daddy, that's good, makes me feel good, makes my heart good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so you can call up and say, how many sea leads you got there in Albuquerque County, Sussex County? And we can tell you how many. And then the other thing we'd want to know is, do you want to know mortgage? You don't want to know final expense. Now, people ask me, like, do you not believe in internet? I believe in internet leads. I am an internet dude. I've been doing internet leads for as long as the internet's been around. I think 20 some years I've been doing internet leads. We'd call them speed leads, fast leads, quick leads, cheap leads, internet leads, technology leads, QR leads. We've called them every name in the book trying to get people to buy them. And then people ask me, don't I like them? Like I've been trying to sell them 20 years. You got to be kidding me. But Andy, you say direct mail is better. Yeah, because I can call a direct mail a year later. I can go to the house. It's got juice. It's like you mash an orange juice comes out. You mash an orange juice come out. Direct mail, you just keep mashing. It just keep internet, gone. You put it again, nothing. Mash it again, nothing. You might about 13th time internet lead. You know that. They're $9. So if you do a $9 lead versus a $50 lead, then watch this. Oh, I just got jacked up about it. All right, listen to me. This is big. All right. If a $9 lead for let's say you did $500 worth of leads. So 500 divided by 9, that's 55 leads. So they're cheaper because I can get 55 for $500. Versus if you pay $50, you take 500 divided by 50, it's only 10. Okay, which one you think you got to work harder to get? Something good out of the 10 or something good out of the 55?
We were just talking about this. I was in the shower and I was talking to Ray and I was telling him, and I said, the internet leads aren't bad.
First Victoria's Secrets, and now we in the shower.
No, we were talking about leads and I said, yeah, the internet leads, yeah, they're great. You got to call more though. So we know we can get the same premium. If we switched over from direct mail to internet, we could get the same premium. It's just we can book our appointments in 2 hours. If we had a bunch of the internet leads, we'd probably have to call through a lot more.
Takes more elbow grease.
Yeah.
Takes more of this. Takes more this. But Andy, I thought you loved them. I think they're the greatest thing on earth. You know why? Because in one county, I can produce 10 direct mail leads a week and another 30 internet leads. You just want the 10, or do you want the 10 plus the 30? I want every God blessed, stinking, smelling, lovely lead in the world in my county. Ask anybody. When I found out about insurance, first thing I do is nail down my county. Then I nail down the counties. I'm like a country boy. I want the county, my counties. I only want the counties connected to my counties. That's the only counties I want. You see what that means? I want America.
Yeah.
I only buy property close to my property on the ocean. I bought this lot and I buy a lot. I want every lot. I want the whole ocean. Okay. So I want every lead. How about Facebook lead? Love them. Boy, I love me some bang bang. I just like saying bang bang. I'll make some bang bang leads. I sold bang bang. I was sitting up in a tree looking for a deer on Saturday morning selling bang bang leads. I was telling people, I said, you need to buy some bang bang. People buying bang bang leads, started selling. I was making my money while I was sitting up in a tree. Y'all understand what I'm saying? The rednecks know what that means. I was deer hunting in a tree. Now, when I was trying to get rich, I didn't deer hunt. I hunted agents only. But once I made a bunch of millions, I was like, I want rich a little bit. Oh, you didn't fix it to me? Yeah, I can do it. Put it up here where I can reach it. What was that? That wasn't nothing important. All right. Way to go, Preston. What y'all want to know about? Critton. Where's Critton? Arkansas. You can miss some cheap leads in Critton. White. Pulaski. Andy, we starting doing that now? Well, let me tell you something. If you go ahead and get your GMR, when it starts producing, it's going to happen. I'm telling you ahead of time, that Victoria's Secret store, why did you have to pick Victoria's Secret? That Victoria's Secret store is going to be selling at a discount. You might as well go over there. You might as well go over there and get ready, camp out.
I will be there.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or at least flag it on your computer.
That's right.
Where when sale time comes, you just hit the button. I am telling y'all inside information here like you've never seen before. Jake, can you smell something coming up in here?
Yeah.
It's getting very crazy.
Yeah.
Where's we're going to have the one for 3,143 leads next week. This is just the 350. Show me where Arizona is. Move around to Arizona. Let's see where that is. You in Arizona, right, Jake?
New Mexico. Arizona's next door.
Okay. So what I'm telling you is, if you recruited people where the leads are plentiful and where they're less expensive, your life would be so much more easier and profitable. Now, if you recruit a person in Burlington and he's a leader, tell the leader where he can go to get the great deal on leads. It seems, Ian, a lot of times when I'm talking to people, like, well, duh. But it's not duh, Spencer, because people, they're not intuitive, apparently, like I was. They say things like, I like it here. And they say things like, my new guy I hired, he likes it here. That's one lady called me, Emir. It's been a long time too. She said, I got in this business to help single mommies who don't have help from a husband or family members. I said, good. Write them a check. She said, what do you mean? I said, get your butt to work, travel around the country, sell some insurance, hire some people, and give $1,000 a week scholarship away. She said, well, I wanted to help them join this business. I said, we ain't got no leads where you're recruiting. And they ain't got no car. What are they going to do? Walk to the appointments? She's like, well, I care about single mothers that don't have no help. I said, me too. I give money to charities. What do? I'd show them how to do this business. I said, you're evil. She's evil because she's the work. She's not helping them. She's getting their hopes up and then bashing them on the shores of isolation, the shores of no leads. You see what I'm saying? She's evil. You tracking on that? Facts. Okay. Which one's Arizona? Where are we at? Kat, tell him the best lead in Arizona. If you're in Arizona and want to get a bunch of leads, there's not competition. It's that one right there.
That's the.
There a bunch over there?
Hold on a second. It looks like Pina. Pina. Y'all got a county like that?
Pima? Yeah.
Pima. Y'all got a county named Pima?
Yeah, in Arizona, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get a good lead. If I were you, now here's the other thing. To commemorate this, we're going to start calling it subscription. You know what a subscription, if you subscribe to a magazine, what does that mean, Jake?
You get it every time the new issue comes out. Automatically to your door. Bam.
Yeah. When somebody asks you what a GMR is, what do you say?
It's a subscription of leads.
It's a subscription. We're going to skip the part where they have to say, what is GMR? If they say, what's a subscription for leads, that's when you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You look at them like my friend Craig Morgan. You see what I'm saying? Get your mouth on the side. I'll tell you what. Y'all know Craig. What's the thing, Stephanie? Redneck Yacht Club. That's my friend. He got some tattoos too. All right. Jake, have I inspired questions or just anticipation?
There's some anticipation. Yeah. Now we're just looking to go as soon as we get off this call. Look at where the that are produced, all the expensive ones are, and make sure our ads are lining up to those cities. That's what I'm thinking.
All right.
Make sure I'm not recruiting in areas that don't have leads.
Right. Why would you? Hey, listen, the only reason you would recruit in an area that don't have leads or they're crazy expensive is because you found a winner. If you found a winner, you know he can go somewhere else. You say, well, if you find them where there's a ton of leads, does that mean you're recruiting a loser? No, it doesn't. It just means there's a lot of gas right there, a lot of opportunity there, because the winner would take advantage of that opportunity in his hometown, and he'll take advantage of other cities. But if you got a loser there, they might make it too. You could take if you got rate a person on a 1, they're not that good, to a 10, they're great. You could have a 2 and a 3 and a 4 produce in an area with a lot of cheap leads, and there's a lot of them. But if it's a high competition, high price leads, and you got a 4 or 5 or 3, why you see what I'm saying, Jake? Because I'm thinking, God, they're a 4 or 6. I don't mean to judge people because you never know what's in their heart. Right. But when they, I don't even want to talk about failures, but dude, I'm gonna tell you what, it's just, when somebody tries to kill himself and then don't, like they miss, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that's terrible. You're laughing, but quit laughing because it's not funny. But it raises a valid question. You know what I'm saying? How about they tried to quit their job, but they just couldn't do it. And then they got fired. Like I was quit, but then I got fired. Like you missed your opportunity to resign and you got fired. They're falling out here. I want to say they're falling out, but I'm losing them. They messed up. They can't even hang with me, man.
Someone just quit before you could fire him.
Right. No, I'm saying they was going to quit, and then you fired them. Then they was like, I was meant to quit. What else are the failures? Married her, got a divorce. Married her, got a divorce. Give it one more shot. Same woman. What was I talking about? Oh, if you got a 4, you say, why are you calling them 4?
We actually got hold it and move it.
There you go. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
There you go.
Oh, that's
Okay,
good.
you got a 4, and they're an area that they can't produce leads. Hey, what I say the other day? You got a boot full of pee, but they can't pour it out. But the instructions are on the bottom.
Okay.
There are 2.
Yeah.
But if you got a 9, this guy is a winner, right? Bad family, went to college. Bad family, got married, bought a house when he was 23. Bad family, his wife's got a PhD. Bad family, bad upbringing, but he's got a nice new car he just started making payments on. This guy he turns chicken poop into chicken salad somehow. He turns lemons into lemonades. He turns no leads into I'll travel. He's just a guy that makes stuff happen, gets stuff done. All right. You've been involved in some of my strategery on leads, right, Kat? What are you most excited about? What you've been hearing? So she's seen behind the curtain a little bit. What are you most excited about? One of the concepts that we've been talking about. What are you liking?
The biggest thing is how simple it's going to be, how
Mm.
easy we're going to push things out. That is the 2 things that I'm really, really excited about, and how competitive the pricings are going to be.
Well said.
Thank you.
Is that your training, Clay?
You get most of the credit.
I don't need credit. I need cash. Give him the mic. That's pretty good. Simplicity, clarity, competitiveness. Any of the concepts you would reiterate those or differently?
In addition to that, I agree. I think it's going to make Kat's life a lot easier too, because like there's going to be a lot of our managers, a lot of those questions that you get that are very like, explain and define a GMR. That question is going to be gone. Like we're getting rid of it. Andy's focus has been just to simplify, but also like where you're placing the reward to grow your business, Andy. Like you're pointing with the way you're doing these maps and saying the reward, the cheese is right here. Go get it. And it's gonna force us to grow our businesses. It's gonna force us to stretch. It's gonna force us to hire in the right areas. And growth is going to happen. Growth is natural, and I'm excited about that.
Okay, so are you telling me there's not going to be DLPs anymore? Nope. Gone.
Gone.
RWs. My old friend RW Weaver. People don't know I named that lead after my friend RW Weaver. Why'd you call it RW? Because it was a reworked lead, RW. And I had a friend named RW Weaver. You with me?
Yep.
You know how we had AA leads? My name's Andy Albright. Albright. I would have said it named after her, but people would have said, but they came out before she did. AA gone. A1. You know why I had some leads late? Because you think about A1 sauce. You ever was a redneck? I mean, with you good sophisticated people, they order steak, right? You get a good redneck. Y'all got some A1 sauce in back in the kitchen? That's why I got the A1 leads for those people that want that sauce on their steak. True story. There was a reason. There was a method behind my madness. Simplification. A's, B's, C's, D's, F's, and G. You know what the G League is in NBA? You ever heard of G League? That's where the cheapest pay. The easiest to block the shot. G Leagues. The cheapest A is. What's the most expensive? A. I didn't like A and B and C leagues back when I did it almost 20 years ago. But what happened, folks, with the technology problem, the oasis, which stands for something complicated, which means the greatest place on earth to find water and fruits. When you walking through the desert, you found the oasis, which is the lead system. Gone, destroyed. That's why one of the big problems we've had in distributing and billing for leads. Okay. So there's an email that should have went out yesterday that said, we're going to bill you for the leads 5 weeks ago when we didn't bill you. We sent you the invoice previously. So we're having to do stuff manual because the Oasis blowed up. Oasis ain't coming back. I called my top leaders. Hopefully word got to everybody. But I said, guys, it's not coming back. Well, that's the problem. I said, it's a problem, but we're going to distribute leads. Even though we don't know how to bill right now, we're going to get them out. We know how to, what's the first rule? The first rule. Hemi, raise your hand if you know what the first rule of business is. First rule of business? Clay knows. Yeah.
Stay in business.
So he knew, Jake. Stay in business. What's the first rule of business? Stay in business. If you don't know that, you go like, we bill for leads. We can't make it. What we going to do? Stay in business. Well, how to stay in business. First, what do you want? Stay in business. Second of all, how do you get it? We got to get the leads to people. So somebody else said, we better pay them too. So that's a good idea right there. I'm not kidding. So Oasis wiped. I got excited, but I didn't act like I was excited because I knew people would be mad at me if I excited during the middle of a storm. And I'm like that though. I'm just telling you what. If y'all ever seen this when a doobie comes down, Albright be looking around. I thought of some stuff I can't say. But when stuff goes down, bro, Albright be looking. So when that Oasis went down, I was like, oh, this is big. Oh, you wait. You wait and see what comes out of this. All right. So what's this going to be called? We need a name for it. I'm leaning toward the ARC Lead Center. It could be called the ARC Lead Page. What is it? It could be the ARC Lead Tab. ALT. What's it stand for? ARC Leads. How about we just name it ARC Leads? That way, just got a 2 name, like a first name and last name, ARC Leads. But simplicity is going to be the name of the game. So which leads are, by the way, I thought about this. We might call them 0 leads, 8 weeks, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48 week leads instead of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But you can do the math. You can go A, B, C, 0, 8, 16. You see how you can calculate it now? Before, if I asked you if I told you how old was a DLP3, it'd take you 3 Philadelphia lawyers and a dadgum chef from Louisiana to tell you how many weeks old that lead is. So you telling me that final expense and mortgage protection going to be A, B, C, D, E, F, G. How soon you're going to get this? I'm going to try to get it all out by the convention, but I'm going to, just like everything's been coming back piece by piece, I'm bringing it back. I've got something I'd like to roll out next Wednesday. We're going to call it Haley Wednesday. I'm pretty sure. Is that Haley's birthday? 13th, December 13th? Yeah. It's in my calendar like that way anyway. You going to be ready for the onslaught?
I'm excited.
You ain't got the mic.
I'm excited.
You ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay. Jake, talk to me more. Oh, this recruiting, you know how I did it? We're videoed. So those videos are going to become available to you. Today, what I did, I took one of the videos and I said, all right, first of all, guys, I'm going to try to attract them if they're good, not take them if they're not good, but not let them know it. I'm going to teach you. So I'm watching myself talk and I go, time out. I stop it and I go, all right, here's what I'm doing here. And here's why I did this. Start back. And I go, all right, now this part I didn't like. Here's why. I questioned this about the kid. Here's why. I can't. So I'm describing what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling. So we're going to compress that so you can train your recruiters how to recruit. The next, okay. So I did 2 of them. All right. I'm going to try to do 2 more this afternoon. So these will be great, hopefully valuable training. Now, I tell you what else we're going to do, Jake, is I am going to do the same thing with my recruiters. So I'm going to take Emir and I'm going to book him solid, 2 at 4 o'clock, 2 at 4:15, 2 at 4:30, 2 at 4:45, and video him, watching him do it. And then we're going to play that thing back. We're going to stop. Why'd you say that? What was you thinking? That does not seem like something Andy would say, or that's very offensive, or you with me? So we're going to try to get them better, because recruiting where the leads are is huge, but recruiting right is huge. Remember the question: how do you become interesting? How do you become interesting, Kat? Do you remember?
By being interested.
By being interested. So it's like, Amir or Archie, why are you trying to be interesting? Well, I'm trying to be interesting. How are you trying to do it? Being funny, saying crazy stuff. That's not the ticket. But use funny stuff and crazy stuff. Yeah, but that's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is be interested. Okay, Jake.
Yes.
All right. You've got some people across the country. I don't want you to talk about them. I want you to talk about some of my people that you've met. Adam Katz's people, Alex Avian's people, some people under Spencer, Brandon Manley. What do you see wrong? What are they doing wrong recruiting? It's crystal clear they're doing this wrong. What's some of the things you see wrong with people's recruiting?
What do I see wrong with people's recruiting?
Yeah. Especially some of Spencer's. Maybe some of my recruiters.
Shit. I don't know.
While you think about it, let's see what Kat, because she ain't a recruiter. Let's see if she knows. What do you see wrong with the recruiters, Kat? Micah, Kat?
I would say communication.
You think communication's a problem?
It is a problem.
Which think's number 2 problem? You could just stick with that. What's number 2 problem? Communication. What's third problem?
Communication.
Yeah, this is accurate of what you say. Communications. This is the one problem I see between married couples. It's communication. Dating couples. A lot of dating couples have. I tell you, somebody that ain't dating because they broke up, a lot of times, I see the problem is communication. That's a good answer.
Communication.
Universal. Outside of communication. Clay.
Urgency.
Boom.
Oh.
Lack of urgency. You talking about from the recruiter or the recruitee?
From the recruiter, being quick to move on, but also being just absolutely jam-packed, busy recruiting.
Spencer, I don't want you to feel like he's talking about all your recruiters. I don't want you to feel like he's talking about you, AP. But in general, these are some problems that we see. I tell you what else I see. I see them piddling, Jake. They'll have one recruit. Like I had this one guy. I recruit 7, 8 people a week. And I said, what do you mean? I've been looking at your numbers. You've not put anybody in fast track in the last 2 weeks. He said, well, I talked to like 8 people a week. I go, you talk to 8 people a week? Yeah. Sprinkled in like salt. Like, bam. What's his name? Does it? Bam with that salt. Huh? No. I know what I'm talking about. Emerald. I'm talking about Emerald. Bam. Throw that salt out there.
How many hours are in a week?
168. Who's he talking about?
There's a dude that does this with salt. He's called Salt Day, but you were talking about Emerald. It's just a generation.
It's a knockoff. It's a knockoff. Okay, 8 appointments. I just do one on Monday, and I get one on Tuesday and 2 on Wednesday. I'm like, dude, that is not concentrated, jacked up work. That's why I did those. We're in 2 hours or 3 hours. You ought to see Amir's board. You ought to see these people bored. We just filled them up with new people. These are opportunities of people that we've put in class. And sometimes a person we met on Friday passed every single person we put in the mix over the last 3 weeks because jammed up recruiting. You see what I'm saying, Jake? Like people don't jam it up. How about selling, Jake? What if somebody went on a appointment on Monday? You're an expert. You're one of the top salespeople in the country. What would you think if they went on one appointment on Monday, one in Tuesday morning, one Tuesday afternoon? Would you be most frustrated salespeople in the world, Jake, if you did that?
I would tell you to stay home.
You just say stay home.
Might as well stay home. You're gonna waste gas. You're gonna waste time going home.
You're gonna waste gas, waste time, and get frustrated, right?
Yeah.
Now,
I was just talking.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was talking. It's funny you talk about that. I was talking to Zach Wilson this morning, and he was telling me about a guy. Does his schedule doesn't allow him to jump on the calls. Hasn't been urgent with certain things, and I was like, you know what, man? I said, just go find more people. We've been talking. Last week I think we completed like 51 or 52 interviews. We talked to that many people, and it's nice because every day we sit down with our staff and we get to erase people off the board and then add new ones. And then you think you got a good one, and then they stop. You communicate, and they don't answer. They don't do this, and then we erase them, and then we add a new one. So it's nice when you can erase, but you get frustrated when you got the same people, and if you're not adding any new ones, I'll tell you, yeah, it's like running one appointment. You're not gonna. Any top producer knows they're not gonna run. They're not gonna stop. They're not gonna run appointments week and then take a week off and then run appointments again and then take a week off. It's you dial on Monday, run Tuesday, Wednesday, dial Thursday, run Friday, Saturday. Same with recruiting is you have scheduled interviews, whether it's every day, at least every week. You don't want why would you take a week off? It's like taking a week off of running appointments.
How do you jam up your appointments? Is it 1 an hour, or do you do sometimes 2 an hour? Do you double book sometimes? What's your schedule?
Yeah,
How
I do.
you do that?
Yeah, I do one every hour. I don't know if you can see it in there. We do them every hour. So like Friday, we'll have them every hour. And then if they sound terrible, like they're not going to be there, we just book another one over it.
Do double book.
Yeah.
But it's bam, 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 bam. So why would you think that recruiting's not the same way as selling, and you can just do one and stop, and do one and stop? It's just such a correlation. It's I don't see any great bodybuilders in here, but let's say you're going to go lift weights, and you pick up those weights one time and set them down, go get you something to eat, make some recruiting calls, come back down there and lift it up one more time. I ain't no expert on that. Is that a good strategy, Spencer? No. We need at least 45 minutes of work, and then you come back tomorrow. Would be better than lifting one and come back at 2 and lifting one. You might as well stay home. It's the same thing recruiting. I beat my head over this stuff going like, guys, it's the same old stuff. Okay, let's do this. Switch out with Emir. I want him to come over here, and switch out with Archie. I want him to come over here and talk to you about recruiting. Hey, listen, Cat, get your mind right. These leads are going to be crazy. Simplification, fairness, competitiveness, clear direction, pointing where the opportunities are. You got a sidekick up there upstairs helping you with leads, or it's just you? Oh, we just hired Bree, didn't we? Bree, have you seen a hint how this is going to look? Other than this, have you seen more insights than just this? All right, we'll have to get you come up here in a minute. You up next. Get your mind right. Get your hair fixed and all that stuff. So how about wait a minute? All right, who's got the mic? Archie. All right. How long you been working here?
4 months now. So.
Hey, did you go to college? You have college?
Yes, sir. I played soccer at Coastal Carolina.
Coastal Carolina. I was trying to remember that. I couldn't remember. Did you end up getting a sticker from there? Did you graduate from there?
Yes, sir.
Good. What's the degree in?
Sports management. Sports
management. You answered an ad that says sports-minded individual, correct?
That's right. Claimers.
All right. So day one, we've had you in there recruiting. You did some way before me doing these deals. Give me some changes in perspective of how you like what's changed and what you used to think and what you now think, and maybe tell us exactly how. Jeff, just flip them up. You flip them up, it solves the problem.
Yeah, so some perspective changes that I've had over the course of the last 4 months, especially the last couple of weeks during the live recruiting call that you've been doing. It's definitely the sense of urgency that we need to have as a company as a whole, especially myself being a recruiter here.
So sense of urgency. Clay nailed it on that one.
You nailed it right on the head. Something that you've been saying a lot over the last couple of weeks when you've been dialing yourself is telling us when we're booking your appointments, and we should be doing the same thing. Double, triple book, 15 minutes. You need to always be talking to someone. Because if someone's not working out with you, you know, when you're on the phone with them, when they're not answering, you're wasting time if you're not talking to someone else. We need to start moving faster as a company as a whole.
Get depressed.
Yeah, and talking to people that you don't want to talk to, that ain't gonna do nothing for you, and you ain't gonna do nothing for them. I mean, what's the point? You know, like there's no point. There's no point in even going along with it.
Right.
Jake, you got any comments about, you know what I'm saying? Asking Jake, things you see recruiters do wrong.
Yeah, I think that now that I'm hearing it, yeah, communication and the urgency, you know, I noticed in myself, yeah, the urgency fact is like I was telling you on the phone the other day, they're licensed, we got leads, let's get them selling, let's get them doing something to move the needle forward. Like it's better than them just sitting doing nothing. Let's get them doing something, sell a policy on themselves or their family or a lead or something, getting them moving forward. And
Urgency and task oriented. Where's my coin? Task. What do you want? Them selling. How do I get it? What's the most valuable task that we can get them going? True that? Where's my task coin? You with me? What's the most valuable task that we can get them on? All right. Most valuable task right there. What's the most valuable to get them going now? All this stuff comes just tight circle. All right. Changes in perspective since I've started doing these. How long have you been here?
Been here for about 8 to 10 weeks. That's
a big spread for you not to know.
Days. I started 1 week before we went to Orlando for breakthrough.
Okay, we could calculate that. 8 to 10 weeks. I've been pregnant for 8 to 10 weeks.
My biggest perspective change has been letting the dead weight go. Wasting my time with people that don't deserve it, or not pushing back what I'm pushing into them. So especially now with Patrick showing us, he was like, all right, every month we're resetting our boards. We're going to have some people coming over from our last board to a new board, of course, but it's those people at the bottom that are dragging the class average down and not pulling their weight. I mean, if they're going to come back 3-4 weeks later, you know, I'm going to give them some time, but I got to focus on the people that are trying to get going, trying to sell, trying to build a team. So that's my biggest perspective, is spending the time with who deserves that time.
All right. Here's one that people do. You got to watch this. So we're like, you like golf? I like golf too. Oh, you like apples? I like apples. Like, bro, enough of you're like them. Like, let's let it flow. Not try to be like everything they like. You understand what I'm saying, Jake? Like, they take things I say and they go overboard with them, and they don't use it in moderation. Like it has some good sense about it. Or worse, they're a topper. I killed a squirrel this week. I killed a deer. Well, I killed a moose. Well, my daddy, he shot a rhinoceros. Like, bro, easy on the topperness. Like, they want to beat their agent out that they're trying to recruit. You can't just let him say, yeah, I graduated Coastal Carolina. Well, I graduated UNCG. They do some crazy stuff, man. Weird stuff. Or they tell a joke that don't make no sense. They ain't got nothing tied into them, and they ain't got no reason to do it. So it's like they say they're copying, but they're not copying. Okay. These are some announcements that have been in front of me I'm supposed to tell you about. One is most important. We have quite a few people that have big life insurance policies on them. Chris Long was one of my best friends and a lot of people's best friends in the country. And I don't see a trophy in here anymore. It's for enthusiasm. It's for teamwork, optimism. helpful to other people. So what we do is we vote every year for National Convention for the who is the most Chris Long Award. If I remember correctly, Terry Edwards was the original winner, and I think the next was Olga Mathis, and I think this will be the third one that we pick. So it can be a female. Olga won it. She was very hopeful, very coaches everybody, energetic. So it can be. We haven't decided this. Can it be a repeat or not? I think it can be a repeat, but we like some new people. So voting for that is on the Facebook group. So the Alliance private Facebook group, or on ARC, go on the ARC and look under news. You can vote. So we look at voting, and we determine who gets that award each year. It's pretty important to us. We miss Chris. We have nobody to do the cricket noise anymore. So like whenever somebody would tell a joke and it was dumb, or when we'd be bored, he had this cricket noise. It's like cricket. It's not just like cricket. So if anybody out there can do the cricket noise, we'd love to have you come around and get to become a great friend like Chris Long was. Travel. Me and him are the only people in the Alliance that has fought a live bull weighing approximately 600 and more like I believe it's 800-pound bull. I first whooped the bull, confused him. And then this is in Spain, of course. And then Chris Long jumped into the bullfighting arena. We had some juice, and we were juiced up, and we had a blast. So so somebody else go bullfighting with him. Just so many different things. He lost. He left a crazy, awesome wife and 2 little girls and a little boy. And because of life insurance, financially, it made a big impact. Hopefully everybody's big time covered. If something happens, he was a healthy guy, nothing wrong with him, just absolutely shocked that he passed away. We loved him. So when we give somebody the Chris Long Award, it's a big, big honor that we're putting them on, and big appreciation. So if you have nominations or people you'd like to vote for, let's do it, and let's get them recognized. The other thing is, at National Convention, we have VIP packages. It's a very few, and all I know is that we don't like to have a lot of these VIP packages because they get front row seats, and we don't want to dissipate people that are crazy. We want the crazies up front, but we do a few VIP. So if you would like express check-in, VIP section, VIP hats, VIP seating, those are available. It'll sell out like that if they're not already sold out. I was just told to announce it. And the other thing is just generally the convention is coming up January 26, 27, 28. It's what's that make it 6 weeks out? So TikTok, we have more seats available. We have names that hadn't been assigned to tickets. So let's start getting really, really diligent in getting those seats assigned. All right. Jake, you and Veray have made a lot of changes. You've really been just stepping up your business. Y'all are, I don't know where y'all, do you know where y'all rank in the country? Not even top 20, something like that.
Not off the top of my head, no.
I'm guessing you're 14, 15. I'm not sure. But what's some things that you guys have adjusted and make change in the last, even the last 90 days? Where'd Bree go?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the biggest thing is I've heard it from you, I've heard it from Mike and Noel and Alex Sabian, is making sure we're on top of tracking our numbers, our KPIs. And we started here in October and looking at November, and it's a lot simpler to see where we need to focus when we know what main areas we want to increase. Unique writing agents, issue paid legs. I know you've been screaming that here. Total volume, how many new recruits we have, and how many unique recruiters we have, and focusing on that so we can figure out what we need to put in our schedules so that way we can increase those numbers. That's been something that I've been excited about, and it's been helping keep us more focused and more urgent, knowing that, okay, we need to make sure our issue paid legs are up. So I'm quick to, okay, let's get someone new and get them issue pay a policy. Bam, that's one more. So that's something big that's in the forefront.
key performance indicators. I look at these key numbers and that tells me what my performance is. You expect and then you inspect. You can't expect anything you don't inspect. And if you're not inspecting your numbers or your KPIs, how you expect your business to grow?
Right.
And where the focus goes, the money flows. Ooh, this is legit. Whatever you measure, then it's going to change in the direction you want to change. You want to lose weight? Weigh. You want to increase your money? Count your money. You want to increase your recruiting? Count your recruiting. Whatever your measure, that's what's going to increase. Unless it's something you want to decrease. If you're something you want to decrease and measure it, that's what happens, because it changes your focus from a day to day. All right, Bree, tell them where you went to school, how you get hired, and how long you've been here. Just give us a Bree update.
Okay. So I went to Southern Alamance High School.
Yes, you did.
I applied through ZipRecruiter.
Yes, you did.
Clay found me, gave me a call. Oh my gosh, she sounded absolutely insane. I thought this whole thing was a scam, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Why did he sound insane?
Well, he wanted to fly me out and then he put you on the phone. And I was like, okay, on a private jet, go to Florida. Oh my Lord. Okay. So at first I was like, let me just back up.
You did not get invited on a private jet. You're gonna be on private Southwest, what you gonna be. You might have misunderstood that part.
Well, anyways, I was a little,
He was a little delirious anyway.
Yeah.
Did you come over here and interview at the campus?
Yes.
You came to the place?
Yeah.
What about when you first came in, just looking around? Where you think this is all like a studio set up to trick you or something?
I've just never seen a place like this in my life.
In
I was like, there's
Burlington,
no way this is real.
You thought it was like a studio, like one of those scams where they set up, have different counters
Oh
and
my God, yes.
like actors.
Yes.
These are all actors trying to catch me.
And then mind you, when I came in, there was like not many people here either. So I was like, where's everybody at? Is there anybody who works here?
Probably a Friday afternoon. These people, they go on Fridays.
Yeah.
So anyway, what kind of job were you doing? I heard you had a big job.
I was a manager.
You was a manager.
Yeah.
What was your manager of?
Walgreens.
Okay. She's a manager. That'll be laughing. That's good. You was a manager of Walgreens.
Oh, I'm not really proud to say that.
You should be. You did good. You ain't many Southern Alamance graduates a manager or nothing.
Well, then I guess I was doing something.
So how many employees do you have?
Maybe like 8 to 15
You
a
had
day. Just
you
depends who
sound
comes
like a
in, who
mere
doesn't.
8 to 15. So
It just depends. My boss was all over the place.
well,
People
you-
wouldn't come in,
so I'm saying, like, you had a list of people supposed to come to work. This one didn't come. This one didn't come. How many people could you call and get them to try to come to work? What was your list of people? How many? That'd be more like 15, right?
Oh, then it's more than that.
What?
Maybe like 20.
Well,
25.
next time I ask you, I had 25 employees.
I'm talking about like a day.
I know, but I'm telling you how to make it sound better.
Okay.
You had 25. And it's also more the truth.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't work third shift, did you?
No.
So these are first shift people. So you had 25 people that reported to you, and you were responsible to getting them to work, cleaning up. Let me ask you, did one of the employees responsible for cleaning the bathrooms?
Yes.
Did you have to clean the bathrooms because they did a bad job doing it?
I mean, I was supposed to do it, but
So you didn't ever clean the
I
bathroom?
got somebody else to do it.
Just use the manager.
Yeah.
When you got somebody else that didn't do it, that make you feel better about yourself. Be like, you go clean the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long had you been a manager?
Like a year. I got promoted. I was actually working in the pharmacy as a tech and then got promoted to manager and
All
did
right.
that for a year.
So who did you report to? What was his title?
The store manager.
So you are a manager reporting to the store manager.
Right.
How many managers were there? Were they?
4.
So it's 4 managers. So there's a store manager and then 4 other managers. Did you have like a certain area you was a manager for?
No.
You just a manager,
Right.
and you was responsible for getting people in. People have a hard time coming into work, reporting out sick, dog sick.
Yeah.
Is it annoying?
Yes.
Then don't do that to us.
Okay.
Okay, good. You see what I'm talking about, Jake? She's joined the lead performance team. You excited about these changes? You think it's going to be pretty good?
Oh, heck yeah.
Mm-hmm. More simple to understand than that
Yeah.
complicated stuff. That's like brain surgery, what you was having to learn, wasn't it?
Right. Yeah.
Bree and Kat. You spell it, how you spell Bree?
BRI.
So we got a CAT and a BRI. 2 3s. We're going to be ready to, they're not 3, there's like 12s, but their letters, names 3. Okay. Find out the lead territories. Get your subscription turned in. Still called a GMR. Get your GMR, knowing that it's going to flip to a subscription. When it flips to a subscription, big things are coming. Okay. DLP, A, 3A, 4A, 7A, all those things are we're gonna make them available. You know, we hadn't had them, the Oasis hadn't been there. We're not going to be able to show you a screen, Jake, but we are going to be able to easily tell you. We're thinking a Google spreadsheet's coming, and it's going to be the sale of the century. And when they gone, they gone. Facts. So when you say this deal's too good to be true, Jake Krause going to be done bought it. Bell Krause going to be done bought it. Mimi done be done bought it. You'd be like, it wasn't too good to be true because it's gone. It's too good to be true, but it's going to be gone in territories. And then once those C leads are gone and D leads, then we're going to have to subscription some more leads to get them producing. And these green areas that there's no leads, you're going to have to turn in a subscription. But you get a subscription, you're going to be glad you did. I'm telling y'all, that Victoria's Secret store right there is going to have a sale like you ain't never seen a sale. So if it's a green, it's the store. All right. I'm trying to get you more productive in recruiting and more succinct. And I hope I didn't put you on too big of a spot, Jake, but it's good learning. All right. Fired up?
Yes, sir.
Peace out. Y'all go to work. Look at those. Get to work. Let's get after it. Let's kill it. Y'all done good.
Let's get it. Thanks, Andy.
2024 is coming, baby. Let's get it.